Hey guys, with here, welcome back to another video, and today I want to talk about the Xdefiant server test that happened a week ago, and give my first impressions and sort of review on the server test, as it was my first time playing Xdefiant. And yeah, before we get into it, I appreciate if you'd like and subscribe if you do enjoy this video and do want to see more of my content. Comment down below if there's something you want to say, you want to give this video engagement, or want to give me feedback to become a better YouTuber, and Discord server down in the description if you want to talk to me, my friends, or any other community members. And yeah, let's get into it. The most important thing when it comes to a video game, I feel like, is the gameplay. So let's first talk about the gameplay, and honestly, it feels fast-paced and really fun. It's what arcade shooters should strive to be. Maybe I'm overhyping it a bit. When you're going against maybe two guys or something, you're kind of screwed because time to kill is so slow that it's hard to kill groups of people, and like with faster time to kill with COD. So I feel like they could make the time to kill a bit quicker. But when it comes to one-on-one gunfights, it feels really good. Just the fast-paced, speedy gameplay of it, it just feels super good. Although to make it a bit faster, I would say to increase the time to heal a bit more. I mean, it would obviously make Libertad worse, but I feel like they would still be useful. Just make the default healing time a bit faster. The faction system is like specialists from Black Ops 4, Black Ops 3. It's kind of like a hero shooter with things like Overwatch, and honestly, I really like it. You have Libertad. I only use Bio Vita Boost, which is basically a stim. You pop it, you instantly start healing, which is really useful. And I think they have a passive bonus, but I don't currently know what that is. The cleaners, their passive is that when you shoot people, they'll take fire damage for a bit, and then they also have a fire bomb. Then there's a fire drone, which just pours a bunch of napalm in a line, but it's not really like a napalm strike because it doesn't go that insanely far, and I'm pretty sure the fire doesn't stay there for that long. I forget the other two factions' names, and I don't really remember their abilities too well. Yeah, basically the short of it is you can choose a faction, choose your ability, have your own strength. This is actually kind of nice, and I really like it. Although one of my big issues that I have with the gameplay is the sprint to fire speed, and this is mainly because I'm a quickscoper and I was using the tag 50 a lot. Pretty sure I was one of the slower sprint out times in the game. With Call of Duty, it'll slow down your aim down sight to match your sprint out time, so as soon as you ADS, you know you're ready to shoot, but it'll just take a bit longer to ADS, which is completely fine. It makes it so with guns like LMGs, you can't run and gun with them like SMGs as easily. But what Xdefiant does is you can aim immediately out a sprint, so you'd think there's no sprint out time, but it's still counting the sprint out time as you just aim down sight. So it's kind of confusing because then you pull the trigger and your shot doesn't go off, and that's already annoying enough. But once sprint out time is done, then it'll register you pulling the trigger and then it'll shoot, which is especially annoying with the TAC 50 because it has such a slow sprint out time that a lot of the time when you try and quick scope somebody, your shot will just be delayed. If I show you guys can see where I scope in to look like I'm quick scoping because that's what I'm trying to do, but then I leave my ADS because that's what you do in quick scoping, and then you see me no scope, which doesn't make sense at all. And that's because it doesn't, because the sprint out time just screws me over like that. I thought that was just a bug with the TAC 50 because I didn't use many other guns because I was just trying to get my feeling for sniping in the game. But I used the M249 a little bit, and since it's an LMG, I also had a slower sprint out time, and I also noticed this delay, but I thought it was just a trigger delay with the gun specifically, kind of like how it has the one in real life and in the new Modern Warfare 3 where you pull the trigger and it shoots a bit after. The delay wasn't that bad on there, so it wasn't a big deal to me. But apparently that was also just from sprint out time, so I think that they should buff the sprint out time on the TAC 50 and change it to be like Call of Duty, to where it'll slow down your ADS speed to match your sprint out time, so you know once you're aimed down sight, you are able to shoot. I like the loadout system. The attachment system is like the newer gunsmith system, but the attachments, even though they do have negatives to them, it does feel a bit less punishing like the Pick 10, even though those cons, they do exist. Another big thing that I want to talk about with Xdefiant is the netcode. So this has been an issue since the first Xdefiant playtest that we had back in 2023. I forget what time it happened. And then we also had a second one in September 2023. And then this is the third one that I'm reviewing, and it still has the same netcode issue, and apparently that's the main thing that the devs have been delaying the game so long for to fix. I hear from people who have played the game that pretty much nothing has changed with the netcode. So that honestly has me worried, and with one of Nero Cinema's videos, I'll probably link this down in the description, he talked about how there's an internal strife with the Xdefiant devs. Some of them don't even really want to work on the game anymore since it's such an annoying project, fixing the netcode and all this whatnot. And then there's also a group of douchebags called the Boys Club. The short story of it is Xdefiant devs want to quit the project because it's been getting so frustrating. Some devs were saying that the reason the game's been getting delayed so much is because they've been trying to make the game like COD, COD. And then Mark Rubin came out about that on Twitter saying that that's not true. Whoever said that made that up. But if the netcode has been what they've been delaying the game so long for, and pretty much nothing has changed, then I'm more inclined to believe that them trying to chase COD, since this is basically an equivalent to a COD game, I have a feeling that's what all the delays are about, and that has me worried about its release. And that's also because of Ubisoft, because if you guys didn't know, they recently made the original Crew game. They straight up removed it from everywhere. They completely shut down the servers. You cannot even play the Crew anymore, even if you bought it. I don't trust Ubisoft. It does have me worried about that, but as I was saying, just the netcode in general, it's not that great. There's plenty of times where you'll get around a corner and somebody will shoot at you, yet you will still die, because apparently on their screen you were still out in the middle of the open. That can lead to some frustrating moments where you shouldn't have died. So the netcode needs to be fixed, but I'm not going to hold it against the game since it is a server test and the purpose is to test the servers. Although if the netcode hasn't changed really after all this time, then it still has me really worried, as I said. And I heard that pretty much everything else, like the movement and whatnot, has gone like fixed since then. So that's good to see that some things have changed. Still not too confident about Xdefiant. I really like the gameplay. I really hope it comes out, but I'm worried that the game just will not come out. Forgot to mention what Xdefiant is for anybody who never has heard of it yet. It's a free-to-play game that's made by ex-Call of Duty devs and pro players. They take a bunch of community feedback and make it like a Call of Duty game, but for the fans. And it also has no skill-based matchmaking, old traditional matchmaking. It's basically trying to bring back the old feeling of Call of Duty. So that's why a lot of COD fans are hyped, including me. I hope Xdefiant can come out in a good state. So that's my thoughts on Xdefiant. So overall, I'm excited for it. I like the game, but it does have me worried. So yeah, I guess that's about it and all I really wanted to talk about. So yeah, it's been with the guys. Peace.